All right, welcome. I'm asked pretty frequently, what do I think of the All-Star game? What about the skills competition? Do you watch it? Do you not watch it? What do you watch? Do you watch certain events? Do you watch certain matchups? Do you only watch the finals with the All Star game? The answer is I don't really watch any of it. I don't really care, just to be straight and honest. Um, it's kind of like all other sports too. It's very unengaging and probably more oriented towards the younger audience. I used to watch a lot of the All Star games and stuff for various sports when I was a kid. Um, all the way up through high school, and over the years I've really lost a lot of interest in it. Um, so I didn't watch a lick of the skills competition or the All Star game this year. Not a lick. Don't even know if it was what channel it was on, if it was even on a channel, if it was on ESPN or Sportsnet in Canada. Like I don't know. Last year I decided to give the skills competition a shot because it's cool to see who the fastest skater is or who hits a slap shot the hardest. And I found myself very unintrigued, and I didn't care. I turned it off last year. Um, they're like shooting pucks into like the Bellagio fountain. I was like, I don't care. I don't care. Didn't watch the All Star game. The All Star games, it's like a weird 3-on-3 format, and you got four teams, and like clearly nobody wants to get hurt because they're in the middle of the season, about to push for a playoff position. So you get goalies that aren't like making incredible saves. Players aren't like hitting each other. You got like rivals playing on the same team. It's a really bizarre time. Um, so I have no interest in watching it. I think I would have more interest if it was a little more meaningful, if it was at the end of the season, when players don't have to worry about getting hurt, when you can go all out. I don't think players will go all out still. We've seen the NFL try that with their Pro Bowl after the Super Bowl. And I mean, it's supposed to be a fun event. But so you can also, instead of like players probably aren't going to go all out, even though it'd be kind of fun to see. Play our goalies trying to make cool saves. You can install new rules. Like I don't know, maybe like first off, I think it would still be cool if it was like 5-on-5, like extended benches, 20-minute periods for like a game between Eastern and Western Conference. I think it would be cool. Each team could have like 5 or 6 lines or something. I don't know how you'd physically make it work with the bench spots available, but that would be cool to see. But it's also like if you're not gonna hit, you're not gonna drop the gloves and stuff. Like, why not bring the ladies into the All Star game? Like, just have the no hitting rule. Like, be consistent with their rules, and just I don't know, enjoy it. Bring more exposure to women's hockey. Women's hockey is like pretty entertaining and kind of fun to watch. Um, they just don't do a great job of marketing it. I never know where to find women's hockey to watch it. Like, I get to watch the what's it called, like the Olympics and like the ladies. I don't know, international events. But like other than that, like I couldn't even tell you the name of like the women's league. Is it the WNHL? Like I have no idea. Um, so there needs to be more done for exposure to women's hockey. Because honestly, it's very fun. It's entertaining. It's good quality hockey. Even as someone who likes the physicality, the grittiness, the board battles, the big hits, the fights, I still thoroughly enjoy watching a women's hockey game. Like it's good. It's good hockey, quality hockey. So I think there's a marketing opportunity there with the All Star game. That it's nice they're included in the skills competition, but you got to go a step further. You got an All Star game that's supposed to be fun. Bring people and bring more people into it. Um, Another little issue I had with the All Star game is not um, is like all the players aren't necessarily all stars. Like we saw Vladimir Tarasenko represent the St. Louis Blues this year, and I love Tarasenko. I'm a big fan, um, but that's not necessarily a player that the fans got to vote on to be there. He was selected. I don't know. Like pick one of the best guys on your team. Like Jordan Kyrou leading the team in goals, assists, and points. Like, give me Jordan Kyrou. Kid's young. Like, he's a fun player to watch. Um, I don't like. I don't know. I don't want to see Tarasenko with his 20 points in like 38 games or whatever. I want to see an actual All-Star play this year. Now, a player that's been an All-Star throughout the year and deserves to be there, I would like to see there. Now, I'm not going to get into the whole one player from every team should be at the All-Star game. I don't really have an opinion. There's good arguments to be had for both sides. If you have a player from the Coyotes and they don't really have an All-Star caliber player because they're hardcore rebuilding. And I mean, that's just an example because you can obviously make the case for like Clayton Keller and Chychrun. But even Vejmelka, I love Vejmelka. I'm a huge Vejmelka fan, but still, you can still make the case where like you'd rather see, I don't know, like from the Leafs, Tavares, Matthews, Nylander, and Marner, right? You'd rather see those four forwards than like having one or two of them and having someone on the ice like Clayton Keller instead. So like I get that, but it's also you want to get buy-in from every market and every team. That at least there's somebody on your team that you can watch in the All-Star game, which helps ratings and all that stuff. And like it doesn't necessarily punish a player for being on a bad team or being the only player on a line to actually score goals. So like I don't really care about that either way. We've seen it done both ways with other leagues, and it doesn't matter at the end of the day. I really like it's not an argument that I want to be engaged in. It's not an argument I care about. And I think it's definitely an overblown argument for both sides, no matter who you're arguing for. Obviously, people have strong opinions about that and like argue as you will, but that's just one thing I'm staying out of. Yeah, I don't really care for the All-Star break. It feels like it's there to kind of give the players a break throughout the season. You got the winter break, the Christmas break or whatever, and you get the All-Star break. I don't think you necessarily need a reason to have a break. You can just have a little break. have a week off. Like that's fine. You don't really necessarily have the NHL doesn't necessarily have to give us a reason why they're going to take a break. It's a busy, heavy schedule every year. It's pretty condensed. There's a lot of travel. There's a lot going on with these players. Give them a little vacation time. That's fine. So that's my opinion. I don't really care about the All-Star game. I don't really know who's in it. I don't know who won. I'm sure the scores were ridiculous. Probably like an 11 to like 8 game that was played. It's one of those things I just don't care. And that's okay. So when a guy like John Tortorella comes out and is like, I don't care about the All-Star game. I don't care. I'm like, I understand. It's a game specifically for him. It's a game that he's the coach of a hockey team, and this is a game that's happening that only like maybe one of his players is involved in, and that it has no impact on his Philadelphia Flyers team he's coaching this year. There's zero impact unless that player gets injured. That's always a risk, but it is what it is. I don't blame the guy. It's a lot of who gets selected to the All-Star game is typically it comes down to politics and maybe fan votes, but I'm not convinced the fans' vote counted this year in the NHL. So I don't know. There hasn't been a whole lot of transparency with that. So take that for what you will. But at the end of the day, I'm not watching the All-Star game. I don't care. I literally sat on my couch while the All-Star game was on yesterday, and I just happened to look because I checked my phone. I was watching Law and Order SVU. It was on some random cable channel and didn't even flip over during commercials to check on the All-Star game. That's how much I care to watch it. Again, it's fun. Should be there for the kids. Like it's great. I think there's opportunities with the All-Star game to make it more appealing, to make it better, more engaging, to enhance the women's hockey. I think there's a lot that can be done. I think they're trying to figure that out, and it's a process, especially with something where you have an All-Star game in every single professional sports league that's always criticized once something changes. So that's my take. It's my opinion. Take it for what you will. I don't know. I'm pretty neutral. Like I just don't really care about it. But let me know what you think. Do you watch the game? Do you care? Should it mean more? Should they like, I don't know. Should that who's doing that baseball? Like, should they try to have like the winner of the All Star game have like home ice advantage, or whatever? Like the Eastern or Western Conference, like should they have home ice advantage in the Stanley Cup Finals because they won the All Star game or something? Like, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. If you'd rather see a different format or whatever, but yeah, at the end of the day, I'm not watching it. There's not a whole lot you can make me do to watch it. So, but yeah, let me know what you guys think. I appreciate you guys watching. Yeah, let me know if you watch the All Star game, dude. Like, I'm curious. I kind of want to take like a poll. I clearly don't have enough like people that watch my YouTube account to take a poll, but like, I don't know. It'd be cool if you watch the All Star game and you're like, I don't know, give like an age range. Like, you don't even have to give an age range. Just like, do you watch the All Star game? Yes or no? Like, I don't know. Yeah. All right. Anyway, whatever. Whatever. Do it. Don't do it. I don't. It doesn't matter. Just curious and fun things. Maybe I'll start googling and see if I can find who watches the NHL All Star Game. All right. That's it. I'm rambling about nonsense right now. I'm gonna go make a meatball sub. Take care, guys. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you. And yeah, see you soon.